Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1983 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays at Exhibition Stadium. On the mound for the Tigers today is Joaquin Andujar, whose record is 0-1 with a 5.40 ERA. And pitching for the Blue Jays today is Jim Clancy, whose record is 2-6 with a 6.16 ERA. And so in yesterday's game, the Blue Jays put a whooping on us once again. They forced our losing streak to 6 games, certainly the worst of the season, and maybe we have to be getting close to the worst losing streak that we've had since we started this sim. It's very frustrating right now. I'm not really sure what to do. Not only did we lose 7-5 in that ball game, but Lloyd Moseby hit 3 home runs off of our starter, Dave Rosema. And so every one of our starters has lost during this stretch. And although our offense seems to be able to come through, I mean, we scored 5 runs in that ball game. We should have been able to win that game easily with 5 runs scored. You'll see here, 5, 4, 8, 6, 7, and then we lost a 1-run ball game in the first game against the Red Sox. So, I mean, we're putting up runs, but we are not keeping our opponents off the board. And now we have game 3 of the 3-game series. After today's game, there's a day off, so we'll advance a game. We'll advance a day and see if there's any trades or anything extra before we head to Boston to face the Red Sox. So, a quick announcement. The artist that I hired to help create the 1981 Topps cards for that series has offered to do cards for this season. And of course, we're already 67 games into the season. So I'm going to have him create 1983 Topps cards for all of our players who were not actually on Detroit during the 1983 season. So Joaquin Andujar will have a card created in a Tigers uniform. If you're not familiar with this, if you get a chance to go back and take a look at the 1981 season, any of those games in the playlist on the main page, almost all the cards that were created as photos for that game were all created by Jeremy DeYoung, who I basically hired to do that for us. And then throughout the season, as players got traded, he would create a new card with that player in the new uniform. It's really remarkable. He's very talented, and it was a lot of work for him, which is why I didn't offer to have him do the 1982 season. But he contacted me yesterday and offered to do it for the 1983 season, and I just let him know that we were already so far advanced into the season that it just might be fun to have the Tigers done. So hopefully in the upcoming days, we'll have some new cards, and we'll promote that, okay? So let's get on with today's game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe. I also kind of buried the lead. Chet Lemon it was injured for the rest of the season after the last game. So we'll take a look at that here momentarily as the current Blue Jays lineup is batting .233 against Joaquin Andujar. And basically our full bullpen will be available today, even though it does list Keith Comstock as unavailable because of his appearance yesterday. And then here's our lineup today. Ricky Henderson listed as tired, and Eddie Murray also listed as tired. They will sit today. And we have called up Eddie Miller. If you aren't familiar with Eddie Miller, we traded for him last season, and even with his low overall ratings, he performed really well for us. With 32 stolen bases, he batted .270 with a 726 OPS, and we didn't even take him out of spring training, despite having a pretty decent spring. You'll see his numbers in AAA are not great, but he is called into action with the injury to Chet Lemon. We got Hojo DHing today, and what we're going to do going forward after Henderson rests today is Henderson will be in center, Gibby will go into left field, not permanently, but for the most part, because he has been our DH. And then Glenn Wilson will be in right field, platooning with Kevin Bass. And Miller will be our fifth outfielder, rotating in on days when we need extra rest. So, okay, let's take a look at the Tigers' official lineup for today's ball game. Batting leadoff, playing second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second, playing shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting third, playing first base today is Greg Brock. Batting cleanup, playing third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting fifth and catching is Terry Kennedy. Batting sixth in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting seventh and playing left field today is Kirk Gibson. Batting eighth and DHing is Howard Johnson. And batting ninth, making his season debut, is Eddie Miller in center field. Okay, pitching for the Blue Jays is Jim Clancy, making his 13th start of the season. He's 2-6 with that 6.16 ERA, 40 Ks and 80 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .319 against him. He does have a complete game, and his fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. His best pitch is his fastball. It's rated in 82, and he's got two other secondary pitches that are both below average. He's 27 years old, and he goes to free agency at the end of the year. So he will be looking for a new team. Well, he's happy. Why is he happy? Hey, he's glad to be the second starter in Toronto. Yeah, well, he's only the second starter because number one and number two in the rotation are both injured. So enjoy it while it lasts, Clancy. There's the Blue Jays defensive alignment. Petralli back in there at catcher today after Ernie Witt got the start. And yeah, it looks like Al Woods is taking over left field permanently. Okay, here is Sweet Lou leading off against Jim Clancy. Sweet Lou popping it up to second, back into shallow right field. There's one down as Iorg makes the play. Next up is Alan Trammell. Trammell is 3 for 15 against Clancy in his career. Ground ball to short. Two down. Here is Greg Brock. Hard hit ground ball to Iorg, and that'll do it. 3 ground balls. Gets Clancy out of the first. Let's go to the bottom half of the inning. Here is the lineup rundown for the Toronto Blue Jays. Batting leadoff, playing third base is Paul Dade. Batting second, playing second base is Garth Iorg. Batting third in center field is Lloyd Moseby. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Ken Smith. Batting fifth, playing catcher is Geno Petralli. Batting sixth in right field is Jesse Barfield. Batting seventh, playing shortstop is Steve Davis. Batting eighth in left field is Al Woods. And batting ninth and DHing is Tim Corcoran. Joaquin Andujar getting the start today, making his fourth start. He has not been good in a Tiger uniform. We'll get a new card made for him. That'll look nice. He is 0-1 with a 5.40 ERA as a Tiger pitcher. 12 walks and 12 Ks. 12 walks in 13 and a third innings pitched. Opponents only batting .212 against him. His fastball tops out at 87 miles an hour. His fastball is his best pitch. He's got two other pitches just below average. Overall rated an 83. He's 30 years old, and he does go to free agency at the end of this season. As of right now, he will not be re-signed. He has walked 4 batters in each start as a Tiger. And then the start before that, his last start in the National League, he gave up 8 walks. So he is not accurate right now. His control's a 74, and his command's an 85. So I don't remember it being that low when I traded for him, but maybe I was sold a bad bill of goods here. There's the Tigers defense today. Only one Gold Glover in there. That is Whitaker at second base. And we got Terry Kennedy behind the plate with his 81 rated arm. Okay, here's Paul Dade leading off against Joaquin Andujar. 3 for 20 in his career. Hey, there's a base hit. That'll make Dade feel better about his appearances against Andujar. Base hit to right, and the leadoff man is on. Now, remember yesterday, it was base hit, 3-run home run from Moseby. Let's see if we can turn 2. There's a walk. Yeah, so Moseby had 3 home runs yesterday. Same situation, essentially, and he now leads the American League with 18 home runs, 2 over Ron Kittle. Well, that one's going to keep him in the park. Is it going to fall in for a hit? No, it's going to be tracked down by Miller in center field, and Dade will hold. So we keep Moseby in the park. That feels like a success. 1 down, first and second. Here is Kenny Smith. He's got a lot of power, too, batting .302 overall. That looked like ball 4. Deep off the... Oh, no, it wasn't off the wall. It was caught at the wall by Wilson. Dade tags and takes third base. So, 1 pitch away from getting out of this. Although we have a fully rested Geno Petralli at the plate. We're going to play straight away. I believe he is now the leader in batting average in the American League. He's got some power, too. A ground ball to second. Whitaker makes the play. Andujar digs himself out of a hole. We go to the top of the second inning. No score. Here is Mickey Hatcher leading off. We have been slow starters during this losing streak as Hatcher pops up to Dade at third. I moved Terry Kennedy up to the 5th spot. He's hitting so well. See if we can't get our offense started. Nope, ground ball to short. And here's Glenn Wilson in there for defensive purposes today. Only batting .179 versus right-handers. And a sharp ground ball to first. So 6 up and 6 down against Jim Clancy. We go to the bottom of the second inning. The youngster, Jesse Barfield, leading off. He's struggling, 186 batting average. Sharp ground ball up the middle. Good range from Whitaker, and he makes the play. 1 down. Next up is shortstop Steve Davis. Davis strikes out looking. 2 quick outs for Andujar. And here is Al Woods, as I mentioned, called up after all of the trades that the Blue Jays have made him a spot in the left field as he replaced Warren Cromartie, who got sent down to AAA. Okay, so Woods pops up to Whitaker. We go to the top of the third. No score. Game is moving along. Here is Kirk Gibson leading off. Gibson's average is under 260. There's a 1-hopper up against a wall in left field. Do we want to go for 3? We're going to say no. I don't know. I feel like I've lost a little courage during this losing streak. Let's try to give our batters an opportunity here to move people around. Here's a Hojo. Oh, well, let's take a look at Gibby. That was his 6th double, I think. 4th double. We do not get a lot of extra base hits. They're either home runs or they're singles. Runner at second, nobody out. And a ground ball to third from Hojo. That was the absolute wrong base to hit it to. And here's Eddie Miller. His first at-bat of the season. 1 down. Gibby at second. And he pulls it to right. At the very least, that'll get Gibson over, even with Barfield's 96 rated arm. Gibson is safe at third, and that will leave it up to Whitaker to score the run. Maybe I should have went for the triple. Here's Sweet Lou, second time around in the lineup, and he strikes out. Come on. All right, I need some of my special juice here. That's the good stuff. Okay. All right. We go to the bottom of the third. So here's Tim Corcoran. Corcoran had a home run in the first game, his 10th on the season. I love seeing the left-handers, all the lefties in this Toronto Blue Jay lineup, their averages in home run power have all increased because of the stadium effects. We need to get our lefties in on that. Fly ball to center field, so Corcoran is out. One down. Paul Dade up next. He flies out to the left, and that will bring up Garth Iorg. That looked like ball 4, but instead it's a easy ground ball to Trammell. And another 1-2-3 inning. We're going to the 4th inning, only one hit apiece. Trammell leading off against Jim Clancy, ground ball to third. Another ground ball out. Clancy at 48 pitches with Brock up. And that's why I love having Brock in the lineup. He will find a way to get on base in front of Hatcher where we're going to hit and run. See if we can't get things moving here. And he strikes out, and it's a strike him out, throw him out, as Brock was a sitting duck. He had no chance. That is Brock's first caught stealing on the season. It isn't like Hatcher to miss those, but now Hatcher's average is right at 300. He's in a slump. Okay, this is how you want to face Lloyd Moseby with the bases empty. Try to go after him at least. He strikes him out. There we go. Andujar looking sharp. Since that first inning rally that the Blue Jays tried to put together. A ground ball to third from Ken Smith. There's 2 outs, and here's Geno Petralli navigating the lefties, and he walks him. That's all right. I don't mind a 2-out walk to get to the youngster. Runner on first, 2 down. And a ground ball sharply hit to Brock, and he makes the play. We go to the top of the 5th. Terry Kennedy leading off. All right, let's get something going here, boys. There we go. Terry Kennedy coming through with a solo dinger in the left center field. That is Kennedy's 5th home run on the season. He's only played 22 games, doesn't even have 100 at-bats yet. He's probably the best trade we've had so far this year. I mean, certainly better than Lemon has turned out. Oh, back-to-back jacks from Glenn Wilson and Terry Kennedy. That is Wilson's 6th home run on the season. If we can hang in just long enough, we do find a way to get the offense going. Oh, Gibby wants to make it 3. Oh, to the warning track. Gibby can't buy a hit. I guess he did have that double, so, you know, you got to give him that much. All right, 1 down. Here is Hojo. Hojo, as a lefty, is up there, and he takes a walk. Now, I guess we'll let Eddie Miller take a cut. Johnson at first. Yeah, we're gonna let him swing. Ground ball, base hit, past the shortstop Davis. Johnson holds at second. That will bring Lou to the plate. Miller's speed is 91. I mean, is it possible that Miller is an upgrade over Chet Lemon? Well, Whitaker had a home run yesterday. But all in all, I feel like he's been struggling a lot. First and second, 2 down. Here's Trammell. Trammell's due. Instead, it's a ground ball to short. And, oh, an error on Davis. A run scores. A 2-base error as Miller advances to third. Trammell standing on second base. And it's 3-0 Detroit. The moguling is on. And then a line drive from Brock right at the second baseman, Iorg. She makes the play. And the Tigers put 3 on the board. It's 3-0. Steve Davis, the culprit who made the error, leading to the third run, will lead off the bottom of the fifth. And he doubles down on the ineptitude, striking out. There's one down. 3 Ks for Andujar, keeping his walks in check today. Al Woods flies out to center. There's out number 2. And that will lead to Tim Corcoran with the bases empty. And he hits a high fly ball to right. Wilson should make the play. Ranging over to his right, and he makes the catch. We go to the 6th inning. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Player of the game, tough call. We have 4 hits, and 3 of them are extra bases. Maybe Kennedy, since he got us started today. So we have Mickey Hatcher leading off. Hatcher 0 for 2 with a strikeout against Clancy. And Hatcher walks. That's as good as a home run from him. We are seeing way more walks. He's so much more patient this year. He's got 8 walks now, no intentional walks, in 250 at-bats. All right, so runner on first. We're up 3, so Kennedy will swing freely. Fly ball to right. And Barfield, he's got a gold glove coming in his future. We'll let him make the catch. We'll hit and run now with Glenn Wilson. Oh, he taps it right back to Clancy as Hatcher advances. 2 down. Here's Gibby. Gibby's got a double. Line drive to left. Play is made by Woods, and we're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. So we're going to have Andujar. He's only thrown 57 pitches. We are going to have him pitch to the 2 right-handers, and we are not going to have him pitch to the lefties for a 3rd time. So here's Paul Dade. Dade's got a hit today. He's 1 for 2. Ground ball sharply hit to Trammell. Scoop and tosses him out. 1 down. Here is Garth Iorg, batting .258 overall versus right-handers. Wow, that got all the way to the fence. Does Iorg have a home run this year? He has 2 home runs this year, in fact. So even he's taking advantage of the stadium effect. That's going to do it for Joaquin Andujar. We're going to leave him with some confidence in today's ball game. I don't want him to have to face Moseby. We're going to bring in Capizzello, the only pitcher we have that's been pitching pretty solidly all the way through the season. He's making his 25th appearance. He's got that 1.63 ERA, 20 Ks in 27 innings pitched. His 2-seamer, that's his best pitch, and he's going to arbitration. All right, so Cappy comes in to face the left-handers, starting with Lloyd Moseby. Again, you want to face him without anyone on base. There's a base hit up the middle. Moseby won't be denied. Next up, Ken Smith. He's batting .304 versus lefties. And he strikes out looking. Nice 2-seamer. Catches Smith napping. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Hojo leading off. It's Hojo, Miller, and Whitaker. Base hit up the middle from Hojo. He's getting in on the action. Good job by him. Next up, Eddie Miller. He got a base hit, first hit of the season. Here he hits a ground ball to short, and that's an easy double play. 6-4-3 double play. 2 down now as Sweet Lou sends a deep fly ball 400 feet to the warning track, and that is out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Here is Geno Petralli leading off. We're going to let Cappy face Petralli. Wow, yanks it into right field for a base hit. That is not good. Okay, we're going to bring in Roy Thomas here. Now, Thomas has been a little bit shaky lately. We're going right to the log. You can see here he's given up 6 runs before he had his last positive outing. He went 48 pitches in that game. Wow, and he had a 46-pitch game. But we still have a lot of confidence in him. His opponent's batting average is still only 175. Let's see if we can get a ground ball here from Jesse Barfield, and he walks him. Oh, no. Oh, no, come on. Steve Davis, next man up. We're going to play straight away. Petralli catcher, he probably won't score on a base hit. I can't imagine they would send him. Down 3. There's a ground ball to short, and he goes to third to get the lead runner. That is a stupid defensive play. I mean, you go for the double play. That run, if he would have got to third, that run means nothing, essentially. But now we got lefties coming up, and we're going to have to go to Rucker. We'll save Comstock. We don't want to use him. He is technically unavailable today, but he's suited up. So with the day off tomorrow, we'll do what we have to do. Okay, so Rucker is going to face Al Woods. He's 1 for 2 against Rucker. Fly ball into right field. Come on, Wilson. On his horse, makes the catch. Barfield holds. And that will leave it up to Tim Corcoran to keep the inning alive. Timmy's batting .301 versus left-handers, and he's got a fair amount of power. 0 for 2 today, and he pops it up on the infield. Whitaker camps under it, and he makes the play. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Tigers are up 3. Clancy over the century mark in pitches. He's got 105 pitches. And here is Trammell to lead off the 8th inning. A flip to right, and Barfield makes the catch. Trammell 0 for 4 now in the day. Here's Brock, 0 for 2, and he's got himself a home run. That is Brock's 8th home run of the year. It is his 8th home run on the season. A little insurance run from the Tigers. And it's 4-0 Detroit. And yeah, so I mean, 2 out of the 3 home runs were from left-handers today. Hatcher slumping big time, grounds out to second, and that's where they're going to draw the line. They're going to bring in Jim Acker to face Terry Kennedy. Acker, pretty decent reliever, one of the better ones on the team. 4-1 with a 3.55 ERA. Opponents are betting .262 against him. Fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. It is rated an 84. He's got a couple other pitches below average. His overall rating is average at 80. 24-year-old right-hander is going to arbitration next year. Okay, 2 down. Here's Terry Kennedy. Kennedy went deep early. Got the Tigers' first run in the game, and there's a base hit into center field. The Tigers' 7th hit of the ball game. Let's let Wilson take another cut here. Oh, he strikes out. All right. Well, so be it. Now, we technically don't have any lefties left. Rucker gets out righties better than he does lefties. So I kind of want Rucker to hang in there and get us through whatever happens here. Let's hope they keep it to less than 4 runs. All right, here's Paul Dade leading off the bottom of the 8th inning with a base hit. It looked like it should have been ball 4 anyway. Okay. Now, I don't think Garth Iorg is going to bunt, but we will pull the third base in. Just in case. We'll play everybody else straight away. 2-2 count. And a base hit through the pulled side of the infield. Oh, man. Okay, well, Moseby, even if he hits a 3-run home run, that's not going to be enough, but this does not look good right now. There's a ground ball to first. Brock only steps on the bag to get 1 out. All right. We're going to play straight away for Kenny Smith. He's 0 for 3 today with a strikeout and a base hit. Son of a bitch. It's 4-2, just like that. And Rutgers given up another couple of runs here. Okay, first baseman stealing second, down 2 runs in the 8th. Makes no sense at all. There's the strikeout, and that'll do it for Rutgers. ERA is up to 3.16 now. And he gave up 4 runs in his last appearance. So this is the first time we've seen Rucker all series, and he has been incredibly disappointing. We're going to bring in Weaver to get the final out of this inning and then the next 3 as Jesse Barfield steps in. Now Barfield, one swing of the bat, could tie the ball game up. A base hit to right. Oh, Smith holds. Why the hell would you have him steal second base if you weren't going to send him? That makes no sense at all. Nice rally here from Toronto, as Weaver now will face Steve Davis with 2 down. The tying runs on first and the go-ahead runs at the plate. And he throws a strike. Okay. Well, that's building the drama. Here we go. 0-1 count. Oh, no. He lost him. Oh, conveniently, it's a left-hander. Yeah, that's awesome. That's exactly the way the game designed it. Well, now we're screwed. We're going to pull the outfield in. If this were a grand slam, I would not be surprised at all. There's another walk. And there's a base hit to give him the lead. So, yeah, there was nothing we were going to be able to do this inning to prevent this from happening. And unfortunately, this is just the way it goes sometimes, as our losing streak is going to continue as the Blue Jays are putting 6 on the board here in the bottom of the 8th inning. They're going to bring in their closer, Steve Centeni. Gibby walks. A line drive from Hojo. Eddie Miller gets a base hit to center. Miller, surprisingly pretty darn good player. We really got to give him some more credit. I guess we're going to hit and run this first and third. That'll score a run. That's exactly what the game wants. Oh, there's an error, though, from the shortstop. So he's had 2 costly errors today. The tying run is on second. We're just going to play it out. A wild pitch. Come on. This is ridiculous. Sack fly. Striking out. Potentially walk Brock to get to Hatcher. And a base hit. Will Whitaker score? Yes, he does. And we come back to take the lead. Hatcher comes through in the clutch with a 2 RBI single. It's a reverse moguling. This usually doesn't go in our favor. And we actually have a chance. Although it's 3 lefties coming up. We just play it out. Slow roller to Whitaker. There's 1 down. Next up is Ken Smith, who strikes out looking. And Petralli ties it up with a home run to left. That is his 11th on the season. And we are on the verge of free baseball. Yep. What has happened to our bullpen? Hey, here's our old buddy Dave Tobick as we head to the 10th inning. Let's see, we've got Glenn Wilson leading off with a base hit into left. It's amazing to me that we cannot win these close games anymore. We're going to bring in Kevin Bass to pinch run. Are we? I guess we will. Him and Doug Baker are the same speed. No, I guess Bass is a couple ticks slower technically, but he'll just go right out to right field if we before we head to the bottom of the inning. So, all right, let's hit and run with Gibby. Nope. Well, he is successful stealing as we blow another hit and run situation. That is Bass's first stolen base on the season. Here's Hojo. Hojo batting .279 versus righties. That is a high and deep fly ball to center. That will get Bass to third. I guess we let Miller take a cut. He's 2 for 4 today. He's feeling himself. And he pops it up. All right, well, it's come down to this. We have to bring in... wow, look at Weaver's ERA now. What a bunch of crap. We're going to bring in Dave Smith to close this inning out. He's facing Steve Davis. Base hit up the middle. And that's the way it's going to be. Here's Al Woods. A walk. And Tim Corcoran striking him out. Going to guard the lines with Paul Dade. Striking him out. We're going to pull the outfield in. An error? Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to the 11th. Let's keep it going. There's a base hit to start off the inning. Hitting and running with Trammell. That'll move Whitaker over for Brock. Brock 1 for 3 today with a home run and an intentional walk. A comebacker. And can Hatcher do it again? He does! He gets it over the head of Dade at third. Tigers take the lead. No, we're not going to go for 2. That's going to bring in former Tiger Larry Anderson. He didn't pitch for us when we had him. We traded him over here to Toronto. In the Bob Baylor deal, I think. And anyway, wow, he had 87 innings pitched last year. They don't have a lot of bullpen arms, so it really should not surprise us that mediocre pitchers get into so many ball games here. And Kennedy's going to fly out. So Hatcher definitely player of the game, no matter how this goes. Twice he's given us the lead. And now we've got Dave Smith against 3 lefties. I mean, we got to have... I mean, would it be any better or worse to bring in Comstock? I mean, it wouldn't. We just have to do our best here with Lloyd. Oh, he strikes him out. Lloyd, 1 for 6 with 2 Ks. It's Ken Smith, and he goes deep, and the game is tied again. This will never end, folks. Smith is tired. Thank God we've got tomorrow off. Now we're at the lefties, so yeah, we have to play our only card, which is Keith Comstock. He's a lefty, and he's not listed as tired, but he was tired before, after yesterday's appearance. And that's the ball game on a wild pitch. Tigers lose 9-8. We were never going to win this ball game, but at least it was entertaining. You got to say those last 4 innings were at least somewhat fun. But our losing streak continues, and I don't see this coming to an end anytime soon. Let's take a look at the standings. Well, let's just advance a day, right? We're going to do that. All right. Here's the standings. We've lost 7 in a row. I mean, we were due to, to regress to the means sooner or later. But I would rather not have it 7 losses in a row. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. And it's getting closer in the West. 3.5 games. San Diego's on a 6-game winning streak as Los Angeles has lost 7 in a row after their flourish of trades. And the Cardinals have won 6 in a row. Everybody's within 7 games in the American League East. Let's take a look at the headlines. Yep, there's Lemon's injury. Yankees close to within 4.5. Oh, that's it. Okay. 2 days worth of work from James. Good job, James. Let's pull the transactions. No trades. Paul Splittorff retires. And in real life, when Paul Splittorff retired, he had the most career wins of any Kansas City Royals pitcher. So kind of impressive. He did get 8 starts with Minnesota, and then he never pitched in the majors again. Okay, and Jock Peterson's dad, Stu Peterson, is going to miss 5 days. I'm sorry, 5 weeks, so 37 days. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. I don't know what to say. We just got to keep pushing on through it. Tigers lose 9-8. Player of the Mickey Hatcher, who got off to a slow start in this ballgame and then really came through. 5 home runs. I hope we don't ever have to play in Exhibition Stadium again this season. I hate that stadium now. And Joaquin Andujar, who pitched really well. We took him out because it was the 3rd time through the lineup. He was pitching great. And then look at our bullpen here. I mean, you could say that those numbers are not horrible, but they pitched so well early on in the season that this is probably more of who they are. And I don't know. It's frustrating. That's all I can say. So Larry Anderson gets the win. He goes to 3-2. All right, so we're going to come back tomorrow with the first game of the series at Fenway Park. Until then, everyone, have a great night.